Good morning, everyone. This is BizChicks TV. This is the place where you can find tips and tools to help you do business better. We're here to help you run a profitable business that's fun to run and to take the hassle out of your hustle. And today we're here with Robin Shimizu and friends talking about happy, healthy habits with Robin. So, Robin, we are so glad to have you in the studio this morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning. What happened to the morning already?
I don't know. I just want to give a shout out to everybody watching live and on the replay to let them know that we're going to have some wonderful information for them today. And if you're looking for Robin online, she is at Happy Healthy Habits with Robin Shimizu and friends under the Biz Chicks TV brand. So, Robin, tell us a little bit about what you have in store for us today.
Well, today we're going to hear from Brenna Garcia, who is
Mm,
our toxin out of your environment lady. I'm not quite sure what we're going to talk about today, but she always brings us a lot of great tips and tools and ways to keep ourselves safe. But today I have a interesting little tidbit that I'd like to share. So I picked up this magazine. Can you
mm-hmm.
Oh, there. From the Mayo Clinic, Live Younger Longer. I like that title.
Oh, nice.
I thought
Yes.
it was kind of a cool title. So I picked this up the other day and I'm reading it. And I really like this because it made sense to me.
Uh-huh.
So we're talking about, so they have 6 things that they want us to concentrate on for our health. And the first one is about nutrition. And so they have all these great information about nutrition, of which we already know from Linus and everybody else that's on the show. But I've never heard this before. So they asked their students and residents and how much fiber is in red meat.
Mm.
And the answer, surprisingly, is that meat contains zero.
Really?
Zero. Isn't that cool? So, meat contains no dietary fiber. Fiber only comes from foods that are grown from the ground.
Wow. I did not know that.
Doesn't that put things in perspective?
It really does.
And then they go on to say another popular question is how much cholesterol is found in plant food?
Mm-hmm.
Again, the answer may surprise us. The answer is zero because there's no cholesterol in anything grown in the ground.
Wow. All right. There's a
So
revelation right there.
didn't that just kind of clarify things for you that meat has absolutely no fiber? And I didn't know that. I thought it had some fiber,
I did too. I really did.
and
I,
that fiber only comes from plants or things that are grown in the ground.
wow.
I
Well,
like that.
and it resonates with me. I can
Mhm,
remember that, and I'm more conscientious now as a result
mhm,
of having this information.
mhm.
Good
Yeah.
morning, Jill. How you doing this morning?
So with that,
Listen.
let's bring on Brenna.
Okay.
Um, there she is. Good morning.
Good morning. Let me unmute her. Okay. Good morning, Brenna. How are you?
Good morning, everyone.
We're so glad to have you in the studio today.
Thank
Brenna,
you.
will you do us a big favor and introduce yourself to the audience because I'm gonna try to start being more conscientious about introducing our guests and highlighting all of your strengths and knowledge and stuff. So could you just, because I don't have your bio in front of me, if you don't
Yeah.
mind?
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah. So, hello, everyone. I'm Brenna Garcia. I have Happily Clean and Green on Instagram and Facebook, and I also share an advantageous for aromatherapy, which I'm working on getting certified for. So, but eliminating toxins in my environment as a mom of 3 was one of my main passions because I wanted less work ultimately. Everything that I was using was because I had so many challenges with respiratory issues for my daughter and increased seizure activity because I just loved to buy my plugins at the store. But it was
Yes.
also messing with my respiratory issues as well. When allergy season would come, I would sneeze much more than I just did when I just had my standard plugins in. So I had found out that having the plugins increased my allergy symptoms, and I even lost my voice one year. I felt like I needed a root canal, and they're like, "You already have a root canal on that side of your face." So I had a lot of challenges, and you're spending a lot of extra money if you you're trying to pinpoint the causation of certain things. So I just wanted to find a way to eliminate and eradicate all of that hassle. And I did that with removing the toxins from my home, researching what was, potentially causing, and found out, certain candles and all these different things. And it's all online. All the information's online. It's just that we have to take the time to look and research. So I like to help cut that research out for you and share with you an easy alternative to just getting it done and going on with your day, and then not having extra stuff down the road. So yeah, mama three.
You are a mama three and a very busy lady. That's for
Everyone's
sure. So, what do you have for us today, Brenna?
yeah, thank you. So I know last time we were going to talk about aller- um, eliminating stains or removing stains from clothing and stuff.
Oh,
But
nice.
yeah, that was one of the requests. So I had a post in my VIP group that I had done, and it's formula, baby formula, any formula really. Um, but it stains, and when you're feeding your kids, if you're breastfeeding, it stains. So I had struggled with that challenge and and you're buying all these different, you're turning into a chemist, trying to use all the DIY stuff too. And nothing would ever really take it out, and you'd still be left with a faint stain. Well, when I transition to Norwex, I used the detergent first because that's all I could afford at the time. But I just used the detergent first, which in this one bag, it's a 1 kilogram, so it's 2.2 pounds. But there's 100 loads in here in this one 2 pound bag. You can use it on cold. I know there's this whole thing about save money, use cold water. Yeah. When you use hot water, it sets the stains, um, but cold water is just as effective at helping to remove stains, depending on the tools that you're using in your arsenal. So with that detergent, all I did was I mixed it in a spray bottle of water, 1 scoop from here, put it in here, and sprayed it on my daughter's sweater, which she only got to use one time before formula. Um, she starts coughing because she chokes on her saliva, so she spilled when I was feeding her, and it got all over the side of her sweater that was new, and it was turquoise. So I was like, oh man. And I didn't first treat it. I forgot about it, and I washed it and dried it as usual. Now, when you dry a stain, you typically think it's going to set, right? Um, but this stuff got most of it out. But now that I have the stain remover, using the stain remover took it all out, even after drying.
So
So
how does stain remover work? Does it just spray it on, or
yeah,
do you have
I
to?
just spray it on and rub it together and set it to the side and let it go to work. And then I launder that article of clothing with the rest of the laundry that she has. So yeah, I didn't have to worry about having a set in stain after laundering with that.
Now,
Even though
No, what is that, Brenna? That bottle?
This is the laundry detergent with water in it, which is I use it as a multi-purpose cleaner. Also throughout my house for greasy situations because it works amazingly as a degreaser. But yeah, the detergent is an awesome degreaser.
I do that too. Instead of buying a Zoom or those other chemically based cleaning products, I just use my laundry detergent in a bottle, just like Brenna, and I just carry it around the house when I need to clean something up. It works. I use it in my car. I use it everywhere, and it works on getting up stains out of the carpet. I mean, it's amazing what that.
Yeah, it works. Yeah, when you're getting stains out of the carpet, though, you want to use one of our microfiber cloths,
right?
Because that's going to help interact with the fibers in your carpet to be able to lift the stain out. Because this is 1/200th of a human hair microfiber that is infused with silver. And the microfiber is what's doing the work, and the silver obviously isn't a benefit because what survives in grease? No virus, no bacteria survives in grease. But this is the best way at attracting the grease out of the carpet or whatever it was that got the stain.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I actually posted once that I got hair dye out of my sister's brassiere. Using Norway.
Yes, I love that picture you sent me. Yeah.
Isn't that terrible when you get hair dye on your bra and then it's a big old black stain and it looks terrible? And I got it out and she was amazed.
Oh, wow.
Saved her brassiere.
Well, Carlos is in the house and he says,
"Oh, sorry, Carlos."
Yeah, it's okay. He says he loves silver. He guess he's going to be rich. Yeah, that's
And this microfiber towel, it's really, you look at it, it looks like a normal towel, right? It looks like a lot of the other Norwex products. There's a kitchen towel. There's all these, but the microfiber towel really does make a difference in terms of pulling out that stain or the dirt or whatever it is. It's
90
kind of remarkable.
Yeah, 90% of our towels have silver in them, but they're also now recycled fiber, and all of our cloths are guaranteed for 2 years. But this is the multi-purpose cloth that everyone you would use in place of chemical cleaning, which the green cleaning industry says that microfiber cleaning along with steam cleaning is never going to go anywhere. But using microfiber that is a high fiber content is ideal at removing the bacteria from the surface. And you can't say viruses, but what's going to skip over a virus and just clean up a bacteria in conjunction? Let's be real. So, logically speaking. So it's just going to pick it up and trap it. So this fiber cloth, and this is the kitchen cloth that I actually like these because I take them, if you can see the ridges in them.
Yes.
I take them and put them on my daughter's wheelchair. And when I go to a restaurant, I wipe off the table because it's a bigger size, but it's not as big as this cloth. It's a little smaller. And then
are they both infused with silver? All of them are infused, right?
All of them have the silver in them, and and the silver never washes out. It stays in there. They actually do a see how.
Yes, so that's the washcloth that you're showing us in the burgundy, correct?
That's the travel cloth.
The travel cloth. Is that what we call it? Okay.
Yeah. So I have this when I'm going to go grab a handle out in public places or when I'm going to grab something. I just take this with me on my keychain. And I have carabiners that I use. I employ carabiners. Carabiners are a mom's best friend.
What's that? What's a carabiner?
Oh, it's those clippy things they use for mountain climbing, but you can also get them for just hanging stuff off your belt buckle.
Oh, I think I know what you mean. I've got one on my ear pods that clips onto my belt.
I don't know what that multi-purpose cloth is. I haven't heard about that one yet. So I'm I'm
Mhm.
intrigued by that.
Yeah,
So, what do you
it's
use that for? Just about everything, I suppose. You can just carry it around the house, huh?
so the
Now,
multi-purpose cleaner is just our microfiber cleaning cloth. Yeah.
okay, Carlos wants to know, are these good for cleaning glasses? Now, I think he means eyeglasses. Are we talking? Yes.
Yeah, so we have for our house cleaning, we have two cloths. One is for polishing glass and anything shiny to a streak-free shine, and this one is the one that's going to pick up and you're going to want to use to get the initial dirt and grime off. The to clean your glasses, you're going to want a optic scarf, and the optic
Your
scarf.
eyeglasses, to clean your
Mm-hmm.
eyeglasses. I'm trying to
Yeah,
distinguish between drinkware and eyewear.
yeah, yeah. Well, the optic scarf, I use it on my phone. I use it on any screen device. You can use it on
Mhm.
your yeah, but also on your glasses. Yes.
Yes. So
So
that's
it's
a
a
separate
separate
cloth.
item. Great
And
for
he's,
glasses. It cleans better. I've had people tell me and use after they've used it. This works far better than that freebie you get.
This is what Carlos needs,
The
yeah.
optic scarf.
Mm-hmm.
which
I'm
is
gonna,
the for the eyeglasses, and I keep this in my bathroom, so
can
I wash
you
my
hold
glasses.
it
Hold it
up
up.
again? Hold it up again.
Yeah. Oh,
Hmm.
so it's
Yes.
just this, and there's different patterns, of course, Carlos. You know, to get a there's I don't know. She has lots of different patterns, but I what I did, and Brandon, you're probably not going to be happy with me on this, but I did mine half. I took a scissor to it, and I have
Yeah.
one half of it in the bathroom, and I have one half of it by my computer, and that way I
Yeah.
can clean as I go. Yeah, my
N-
glasses, my computer, whatever. So, because it's kind of big, I don't. You're not supposed to cut it in half because it hangs off of things with the little clippy thing. But
Yeah.
Well,
I did that.
I think the reason Carlos was asking, he asked because silver sounds abrasive. Now, those optic cloths do not have silver in them, do they?
They don't have the silver in them, but they have the microfiber that's 1/200th of a human hair, which is a lot much more active at removing stuff from the surfaces than your industry standard that you buy over the counter. That's
Mm-hmm.
1/6. Microfiber that's 1/6, 1/5, or 1/4 of a human hair is the industry standard. So we don't go by the industry standard. We go by our standard, which is 1/200th of a human hair.
Mm.
So you take that hair and you splice it 200 times. That's the size of the fiber, and it's one single fiber. So every cloth is one single fiber, including what Robin shows is one fiber. It's not a bunch of fibers like
Mm-hmm.
in a traditional microfiber where
Mm-hmm.
it's snagging on your fingers.
Mm-hmm.
It's not
Gotcha.
bunched up and made into a microfiber cloth. It's actually one fiber engineered. And if you unwind our main household multi-purpose cloth, cleaning
Mm-hmm.
cloth, if you unravel this, it goes from Canada to the Gulf of Mexico because it's just one fiber. And then how it's infused with the silver is that when they're both in their liquid state, they're brought together.
Mm.
Mhm.
Okay.
To be able so that they're not harsh. They don't scratch surfaces. And
Mm-hmm.
it's funny. I had a mom. She goes, "My daughter is always asking me." She's like, "Okay, guys, time to take a bath." And they bought some body cloths, and she goes, "My daughter is always asking me for. I want only the super soft cloth, mom."
Oh.
Because the body cloths are really soft and but they are really exfoliating. My son's rubbed the skin off his nose because he rubbed it too hard.
Mm-hmm.
Super exfoliating. So yeah, but they are not. They are very soft.
Mm-hmm.
But so that's how I use them for my daughter's care because
And I use them on my 2-year-old. My granddaughter, which you may have heard in the background
yeah,
earlier, um, she had eczema.
eczema.
Eczema. Thank you. And we did away with all, you know, bath products and only used the cloth. She has not had any outbreaks
Yes.
since. So I'm really excited about that.
That's a wonderful story, Terry.
Hmm.
Thank you
Yeah,
so much, Terry, for telling me that.
it just really is true, because we couldn't figure out what was irritating her skin. So, by being able to eliminate soap or, baby bath products, we were able to, just try the cloth and the water, and she's been good to go.
Yeah, that's
Interesting.
wonderful. I'm so happy you found results and you got
Yes,
them.
we,
Um,
we were excited.
yeah, yeah. One of the things that I learned, because my daughter would be bedridden on a regular basis if I didn't transfer her, but the doctor's like, you need to make sure you remove all of the soap from the skin because it can cause skin breakdown.
Mm-hmm.
And then that took me on another tangent of researching, you know, excuse me, what is in soap that causes skin breakdown.
Mm-hmm.
And because you can get bed sores easily a lot quicker if you're not able to get all of the soap off of the skin. And the
Ah.
cotton cloths that I would use wouldn't technically remove all of the soap because you would still feel slippery.
Mm-hmm.
So I did some research and I was, figuring out that there's chemicals in our traditional over-the-counter soap that
Mm-hmm.
can contribute to that. So using the microfiber removed all that, including we fluff off skin cells every day.
Mm-hmm.
So they also help fluff off those extra layer of cells that we don't need that turn into little, when you rub your skin in certain places, they're like little burritos.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The and then it was funny when I learned in Spanish. My husband goes, "Those are what burritos are. It's not. We don't have any burritos in Mexico originally. They didn't, and that's what they call burritos." I was like, "What? That's weird.
That is weird. Wow.
It's weird because we didn't know, but they didn't have originally do burritos in Mexico. That wasn't their thing."
Interesting.
How interesting. That's anyway.
Carlos
Let
has
me
a
look.
question.
Yes, Carlos says, "Where do you find this tile microfiber silver thingies cloths?"
Thank you, Carlos, for asking.
Oh my goodness.
So you can go to brendagarcia.norwex.biz to check out the microfiber. There's videos there for research purposes, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
But just to get a little more feed into that, if that's your thing. And then, but all the list of everything is there, and you can feel free to reach out to me on there. It'll take you to my email and my contact information.
Okay, we'll see if we can get that in the chat for you, Carlos, so that you can go over and see the products. They are amazing. And it was Brenda that taught me that clean does not have a smell.
Right. Clean has no smell.
So Jill has a comment also. Should I read it?
Yes, please.
She says, this is on Facebook, and she says, Brenna's explanation of how the silver and the fiber claws work is helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you, Jill. Thank
Yeah,
you so
yeah.
much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I have used Norwex in my house for 7 years. I'd be happy to take a tour of people because I have nothing under my sinks that's over the counter anymore.
Oh,
And
really?
I have not used anything for these last 2 years that's, what do they say, antiviral, antimicrobial? Because this is just my surface cleaner. So it cleans my shopping cart handles, it cleans everything while I'm out on the go. And then I take it home, wash it, hand wash it, par wash it, press, agitate, and rinse, and then hang it to dry, and I'm ready for the next day. I
Wow.
don't fret, if you will.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nobody ain't got time for fretting.
Fretting is not on the agenda, right?
No.
Oh, okay. I think I see the link here. Um, and I'll see if I can copy and paste it in the chat. Um, let's see.
Yeah. And when you go there, you also see the current specials that are happening. And yeah, there's everything is right there and
So
easy to
to
access.
help out the audience, what would you recommend, Brenna, for the someone that just wants to start out and maybe purchase a couple of towels just to get going? Because for me, I like Norwex as kind of a ongoing support system, and I will, because they last forever.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's like a little monthly investment that I
Yep.
make, or so I'll just pick up a few things and then, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
if you were to recommend a couple of things for people to start out with, what would you recommend?
Well, the couple of things would be our Safe Haven kit, which has those couple of things.
Okay.
It has our Safe Haven kit is discounted, so there are collections that you can purchase at a discounted rate, and that includes a window cloth and one enviro cloth. That's a multi-purpose cloth, is an enviro cloth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, our enviro cloth, and so our window cloth is a lot bigger than this enviro cloth.
Okay.
It's a bigger size, um, and you use those two to clean throughout your house.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that includes a full-size detergent
Mm-hmm.
and a cleaning paste. A cleaning
Oh,
paste that we have.
the cleaning paste is awesome. Yeah.
It really, really is.
Yeah.
Before we go to the cleaning,
Elbow grease in a jar.
yes. Before we go there, I want to ask you this. Um, we have Jill in the audience. We have Cecilia, and we've got Carlos and several others. All of them have items that have lenses. Uh, because Carlos does a lot of videography and a lot of um, camera work. So, what
So
would
for
be the
those,
thing for
yes, we
cleaning with
have something
lenses? Go ahead.
tech cloth. We have the tech cloth for all the
Oh,
lenses and like the computer screens.
yes.
Yeah, and the nice thing about the tech cloth is that it has silicone nubbies on one side, so when you're trying to wipe, it doesn't, your hand doesn't slide off.
Did you hear
The
that,
silicone
Carlos?
nubbies.
I think he might have got a little distracted when we were talking about bra stains. So I want him to know that we do have that we do have items that will help him in his business. And ladies, when you're streaming, you want your camera as clean as possible. So this tech cloth is really essential to anyone who's doing social media.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes,
Hmm.
definitely. It really helps to get the fingerprints and to clean your lens quickly. I've had people that have cameras that do photography, and they've gotten that optic scarf before we had the tech cloth, but the tech cloth is the same fiber as the optic scarf, just bigger,
Uh-huh.
bigger and more usable with the silicone nubbies on the back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's called a tech cleaning cloth, and yeah, it removes fingerprints, streaks, and smudges from TVs, computers, tablets, phones, and more with no worry of scratching. Silicone dots on one side, convenient carrying case, keeps the cloth handy and clean, and yeah,
So Carlos says nice. Okay.
yeah, yeah. It's a really handy one.
Hmm. Hmm. Oh, you were getting ready to talk about the pace. And I was like, oh, before we go down that road, because I wanted people to know that, you do have things for tech, because that's really
Yes,
important. Hmm.
yes. Well, if you have a challenge, Norwex has a solution, and it's a solution that's not going to be over with. It's long term. It's with
Hmm.
you long term. You care for it. You take care of it. It's gonna work for a long time. I have my first microfiber cloth that's 7 years old. It's beat up, but I still use it on
Mm-hmm.
whatever I need it for. Um, but our cloths are guaranteed for 2 years for efficacy, and they've been tested, and they're the only thing that they are allowed to actually put that on their packaging, that it removes 99.9% of bacteria from the surface only using water, because that federal entity has tested it stringently, didn't have a category to put it in, had to stick it somewhere, but it's now they got it 3 years ago to be able to put it on their packaging,
Wow.
and
Okay.
it was even tested at the University of Texas and the labs over there. So there's even videos on YouTube for that, but it's effective. It gets my job done, and we're still
I
good.
think Carlos is trying to understand the term nubbies.
Show them what a nubby is.
I would need to walk away. Yeah.
Oh, funny.
Oh, it's like, you know, those slippery socks, those socks that are non-slip.
Mm-mm.
So silicone nubbies, they're clear. It's a navy blue microfiber, large optic scarf, like Robin showed. But the one side has the nubbies. When your hand is using it on that screen, it's not going to slip off. So it's just like the bottom of one of those socks,
Okay.
those non-slip socks.
Oh, cool.
Thanks, Carlos.
Well, I think that was a good explanation. I could visualize that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So if guys want to get in touch with you and buy product, they can see your product here. Is that correct?
That is correct.
BrendaGarcia.norwig.biz.
Yes.
Okay. So guys, we put it in the chat. Go ahead. What were we going to say, Brenda?
And you can join the VIP group to get tips and tricks, and or also research through that library of tips and tricks that I've offered in the past. I have gone through so many tips and tricks that I didn't want to create too much more in the VIP group. But if you're looking for something, I can tag you in it. Once you become part of the VIP group, just hit me up and I can tag you in that particular one to help you guide through the tools that you've invested in, because that's also part of my job, is helping you find easy uses and other uses for what you have so graciously entrusted and brought into your house to have and get less work.
Thank you so much. We're going to do this, change the view here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Having effective and efficient tools, I have found to be the best investment. And anyone that works with any tools, photographers, construction workers, having the best tools is what makes you have a much more effective result and much more efficient time.
Someone said that the difference between an amateur and a professional golfer are their equipment.
Yep.
All right. Yes.
Brenna, do
Yeah.
you have anything coming up in the future, like an event or anything you want to let us know about? And maybe we should post in there the Facebook group so that people can join the VIP group.
Oh, yeah, you can join the VIP group. It's on Facebook. It's Happily Clean and Green, or there, yeah. But once you join Norwix, you're happily green and clean in my business suite. So it's not FB business suite anymore. It's Meta. It's so confusing.
What?
Meta.
We'll post it in the chat afterwards, the link, so people can get to your Facebook.
Okay.
Good.
I appreciate that. Yeah. Any other opportunities? I always give for referrals. I have special gifts as thank yous, and I have discounts. So, okay, Carlos, I'll get you. If you can't find it, I'll get you added to the group. Yeah, they did. They changed it. You're right, Carlos, to Meta Business Suite. So just trying to keep up with stuff. All right, I see you. So I do offer the opportunities. If you host, you can do virtual events, and I'm gonna do an anniversary event in April, because April was the year of 2015 that I divulged in my adventure, and now it's just a mission, and I want to share with others, and I want to create a invitation to come and check out all of the and purchase at discount rates all my items that I have
This is April?
in my inventory. Yeah, I haven't posted a date yet. Stating it here is
Okay.
Well, we have you scheduled for April 7th, Brenna.
Yes. Yep.
You're so
Yeah.
smart.
It's gonna be on one of the weekends in April.
Great. Perfect.
Fantastic. Wow. Well, Brenda, I always learn something when you come. I learned about nubbies today. I and I also learned about the fact that you have the tech cloth that's large enough for cameras and other kinds of technical equipment.
TVs. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a revelation right there. I already have the optic one for my glasses, but I really didn't have one for camera stuff. Um, Carlos,
Cameras, computers, yeah.
yeah, he says I learned about
Cleaning
cleaning
bras.
bras. Yep.
Useful information.
There you go. It'll make you indispensable, Carlos. So with that, what do we have coming up for next week, Robin? Oh my goodness! And we
Oh,
want to make sure we have your information, Brenda. So if you put it in the private chat, we can post it again. Okay,
Oh, okay.
if
Yeah.
we didn't get it right, but I think those are
Oh,
correct.
those are correct. Yes, you got
Okay.
it.
Oh, Carlos says lines can form now for his new skill.
yeah. What the audience needs to know, and I've done this several times, when I get something that's really bad in my house, like wine stains on the rug or
Mm,
whatever, I call Brenna or I text her and I say, "Hey, what do I do to clean this up?" And she is able to tell me the steps that it takes to get a huge stain out of whatever it is. So service is like impeccable with Brenna and this group.
wow.
It's amazing, and you save a lot
Thank
of
you kindly.
money because you're not buying detergents and you're not replacing things because you're actually
Hmm.
able to save them. So this is really pretty
Yes.
cool stuff.
Well, I found that the detergent, while it was on the pricey side, it lasted so long. I did save money. So
Mm-hmm.
I just want you guys to know that these products are an investment, and
Mm.
How
as you
much
build your inventory, it just gets less and less expensive. Go
Mm.
ahead.
can I ask you how much storage space have y'all gained?
Oh wow. Well, you
I
don't want to talk about that because I have a lot of new people in my house. But go ahead.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
from
as
what
far
I
as
used to
under the
use,
sink, it's been a blessing.
mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I had 7 large boxes of cleaning supplies that I wound up donating when I finally implemented, just bit the bullet and implemented it throughout my whole house. Seven
Mm,
boxes, large
that's
boxes.
major.
So yeah, because I was a clearance shopper.
Hmm. Oh yes, I feel you.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not going to see that at that price again. I got to buy all 4 of them.
Because I know I'm going to eventually use it, right?
Right. Right. Yeah. No, the bags of detergent. I mean, they're not that big, but yeah, you get a lot of uses out of them. And the scoop that they come with, I use only half a scoop, so I
Okay.
get more loads because less is more sometimes, especially for our the one for our dishwashing machine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ah.
I use half a scoop of that too,
Oh,
and
okay. That's
I
good
always
to
get
know.
compliments on my dishes. Well, when I used to have guests, I had compliments on my dishes. They're so clean. They're always so sparkly. Yeah, yeah. So
So, Robin, do
storage.
you want to wrap it up for us today?
Sure. Next week, we are blessed by having Jill Weston back with us. So that's very, very exciting. She's our stress whisperer. And so it'll be fun
Yes,
to see Jill back next week. So that'll be good. So people tune in for next week's show as well.
I love Jill. Yeah, she is amazing.
She is
I do
amazing.
too. So now we can clean our floors, get ready to calm our chaos, and sit quietly in a state of mindfulness for next week.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Um, I'm so in.
So thank you again, Brenna. Robin, you always have such great guests. We want to remind everybody that tomorrow is Friday. We'll be talking tech in English. So we want you to come on over. Don't be scared. We'll be answering questions and giving information on how to do business better. With that, We want you to remember to go to the front of your own line. Have a great day. Bye bye, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Have a fabulous day.